Okay, here are the questions for Dave. What did you think of Elon Musk's trip to Israel? Do you think he no longer harbors anti-Semitic and conspiratorial beliefs?
Oh, well, he never had anti-Semitic or conspiratorial beliefs in the first place, but Elon Musk is not an anti-Semite. There are plenty of anti-Semites out there. You called a whole bunch of them out during the show. I mean, Elon Musk going to Israel was absolutely great. I think too many people now don't believe anything they see, but they do believe Elon Musk. So him going there and saying, I saw the 47 minutes of footage. He's wearing dog tags of, from one of the families that lost their kids.
I mean,
there's a lot of anti-Semites out there, but Elon Musk is not one.
In an age where public figures are constantly under scrutiny, Elon Musk finds himself at the intersection of admiration and controversy. Accusations of anti-Semitism have emerged, fueled by his provocative tweets and public remarks. Following his recent visit to Israel, which included symbolic gestures of solidarity, Dave Rubin strongly defends Musk, portraying him as a misunderstood figure whose actions outweigh his controversial words. Rubin cites Musk's time in Israel and his wearing of dog tags from a grieving family as evidence of genuine empathy. Meanwhile, Bill Maher adopts a critical perspective, questioning whether Musk's unfiltered online behavior undermines the very causes he claims to champion. This exchange invites the audience to reflect on the complexities of intention versus perception, pondering whether Musk is a misunderstood ally or a controversial figure navigating a polarized landscape.
Look, he's a hard guy to follow all the time. I've tried. And this thing did test my patience with him, because he may not be an anti-Semite, but when someone tweets what they tweeted, and he tweets, "You have spoken the actual truth," it looks really anti-Semitic. So, I mean, come on.
I mean, I don't know how many leads you want to get on the comment, but the comment was
we do. What is the comment?
The comment that he was responding to was about that there are left-wing, thought of as Jewish organizations like the ADL that are aiming their fire the wrong way all the time. So they're attacking him, right, as opposed to attacking the people that are actually anti-Semites, like the lefties.
All right. My understanding of it was that he was supporting the idea that what we heard when you mentioned.
You're exactly right. It was the greatest act of Jew washing I've ever seen. I mean, he said something like that.
I've never heard that term.
Well, I mean, it's what you do when you screw up.
I get it.
If I say anything, I mean, come on. I have no idea. The last thing I want to do is pick a fight with a guy worth $1 trillion. But that dude is weird, man. I'm going to tell you that's something.
The debate surrounding Elon Musk's alleged anti-Semitism, as examined in a discussion between Dave Rubin and James Carville, highlights the tension between actions and perceptions in the public sphere. Rubin defends Musk as a figure often pointing to his trip to Israel as a powerful show of solidarity with the Jewish community. He emphasizes moments such as Musk wearing the dog tags of a bereaved family, framing him as an ally in combating anti-Semitism. However, Carville raises concerns about Musk's online behavior, which he argues can sometimes appear insensitive or unclear. Musk's responses to controversial statements on social media occasionally seem to validate harmful narratives, complicating the defense of his intentions. This dynamic underscores the challenges of accountability in an era where social media magnifies every statement, making the balance between intent and impact more delicate than ever.
James, you famously said it's the economy, stupid, but voters seem to be responding to positive economic news. Voters don't seem to be responding to positive economic news in the polls. How do you explain this?
Well, you got 60% of the Republicans who believe the Earth is 6,000 years old.
Oh, that's not a good answer.
I'm just you say the polls, okay? You look at 5.6% growth. All right, by any record. Now, if people don't feel it, and I think we should have made a change. You and I agree on that, and I don't know how much of it is that they can't see beyond the president. The cost of living has hurt people, but you just can't look at this economy and go out and say this is a bad economy. That's impossible.
But that's not really what you want to tell the voters.
Well, but I'm not running for office, Bill. I'm answering a question on a television show. If I wouldn't answer
Okay, but the reason why you're on a television show is because you're a known strategist. So we're asking for your strategy, and your strategy seems to be to tell the voters you don't know what you're talking about. And I don't think that's a good way to get elected. And I'm not a strategist.
I would not say that. But you can't.
You just said it to me.
James Carville and Bill Maher discuss a key challenge in political communication: the disconnect between positive economic data and voter dissatisfaction. Carville highlights the frustration strategists feel in reconciling metrics like GDP growth and crime reduction with persistent public discontent. Maher emphasizes that dismissing voter concerns as uninformed is a critical misstep, since perceptions are shaped more by personal experiences, rising costs of housing, healthcare, groceries, and fuel than abstract statistics. He critiques the condescending tone some politicians adopt, which risks alienating voters further. Both stress that effective messaging must address the everyday economic struggles of citizens, such as rent affordability and stagnant wages. Bridging this gap requires empathetic narratives that connect broader policies to lived experiences, fostering trust and reshaping public perception.
Well, Mike Johnson, he's from your home state of Louisiana, the Speaker of the House. I read today he wrote a foreword in a book that describes to conspiracy theories and homophobic insults. I thought, Mike Johnson wrote the foreword to the Bible? Do you think Mike Johnson can hold his party together now that he has taken the mantle?
Well, first of all, I don't think he can hold his party together. Second of all, you're exactly right. Mike Johnson and what he believes is one of the greatest threats we have today to the United States. I promise you, I know these people.
You're talking about Christian nationalism.
Absolutely. This is a bigger threat than Al Qaeda to this country. Let me tell you something. They have Speaker of the House. They got probably at least 2 Supreme Court justices, maybe more. All right. Don't kid yourself. And people in the press have no idea who this guy is, how he was formed, what the threat is. And this is a fundamental threat to the United States. It is a fundamental thing. They don't believe in the Constitution. They'll tell you that. Mike Johnson himself says, what is democracy but 2 wolves and a lamb having lunch? That's what they really, really, really believe. And to say, oh, come on, man, that's just some crazy shit. No. They believe that, and they're coming, and they've been doing it forever. They're funded. They're relentless. And, they probably won't win for a while, but they might. And if they do, the whole country blows the gas.
You just have to look at that painting. I think it's a Kincaid painting that a lot of them like, where Jesus is handing the Constitution to Thomas Jefferson. I mean, if you could look at that and go, that's the way it probably happened.
James Carville has expressed deep concern over House Speaker Mike Johnson's Christian nationalist ideology, describing it as a significant challenge to democratic principles. He argues that Christian nationalism, which seeks to integrate religious doctrine into governance, could undermine the pluralistic foundations of American democracy by promoting a single ideological perspective at the expense of inclusivity and constitutional values. Carville criticizes the public and media for underestimating the influence of such beliefs on political discourse, warning of their potential to reshape governance in ways that erode democratic norms. He urges media and civil society to engage in critical discussions around these ideologies to ensure the protection of diverse viewpoints and democratic structures.